Denny Schaefer. He's an idiot.
Honey, we're home for the next couple of hours. You got to put up with us. And I'm not taking my shoes off, man. I'm walking in and I'm walking around, and it's just too bad for you. That's just the way it goes. Clean up my dirt as I track it all in your place. DennyRadio Sports More. It is show number 40. Yeah, we are rolling, people. Show number 40. Denny Radio, sponsored by St. Mary's Meats, the place to go for local, fresh cut meat. Nobody beats AJ's Meats. All right, we got an action-packed show this hour. Matter of fact, in about 20 minutes, we'll be chatting it up with Jordan Strack from the Walleye, talking about walleye, maybe even some mud hens, whatevs. It's the Walleye and the Fort Wayne Comets tonight, game 1, round 2 of the playoffs. So I'm looking forward to chatting it up with Jordan. Plus, we're going to talk about, a whole bunch of stuff. And, the cool thing is about radio, because we're live right now on radio and on Facebook and on at Denny Radio on Twitter and at Denny Radio Podcast on the YouTube. You can watch us, too, and you can play along. Yes, the number is 877-909-1007. Let's say hello and good afternoon to the producer of the broadcast. That would be Chris
Hollywood. What's up, there, man?
I am, I'm sad. I'm sad because of, what happened last night. It's just, we're going to get into that. We're going to break it down. We're going to work it out. And we're going to talk this first segment about, what happened last night. I hate Jalen Brunson. But before we do that, Star Wars Day, May the 4th be with you. That's coming this Sunday, May 4th, And, they just seem to keep coming out with new Star Wars stuff. Here's what's next. I believe it premieres on May 4th.
From the people who brought you wise old Yoda in Star Wars.
See through you, we can.
And baby Yoda in The Mandalorian. Disney Plus presents Middle-Aged Yoda.
Pay the water bill, I must.
Middle-Aged Yoda. He lives in Akron, Ohio, drives a Toyota, and has a court order to see his kids every other weekend.
Oh, grilled cheese for dinner we will be having.
Middle-Aged Yoda. Coming soon to Disney Plus.
Oh, I look forward to that. Keep an eye on your Disney Plus, people. All right, before we talk about you and your night last night, Hollywood, I got to give a shout-out to Sandy at St. B's. Sandy was watching our podcast. My wife and I do Monday, Wednesday, Friday at noon. She works at St. B's, and she goes, "Hey, I'm going to be, checking you guys out today at 2:00 as well." So I don't know if she's watching or just listening over the radio or through the ticket app, whatever. We'll take you, Sandy. That is dedication right there, my man. That's dedication from Sandy. It's like a super fan. Maybe just make her a super. I mean, if you're listening to this show and you're, after putting up with us on our podcast Monday, Wednesday, Friday, follow it at Denny Radio on Facebook. Check it out. It's pretty entertaining. We got into it last night. I'll just tell you that. We got into it, and we kind of talked about it a little bit today on the podcast. But you know what? I don't want to forget. I want to start here. Last night, it was your first night, day 41. You were allowed to have some tequila. You got to the club. What time and what was waiting for you?
I got to the club first, I took a shot with my fiance.
Oh, nice. So, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, because she's gone. She's in Cancun, and she's
having a great time.
Is she?
Yeah.
Is it raining?
Yeah. Sunny. Yeah. Beautiful.
Is it? So she's already there. You've already talked to her?
Yeah.
Do you guys text or do you guys call?
A little text. I'm low maintenance, man.
Are you? Yeah, but if she calls you, if she FaceTimes you, you're on it, right? Because you're like, okay, it's her. I got to get on this. All right, so you did a shot with her, and that's kind of cool. So then she gets on a plane. She's out doing God knows what. How many women are with her?
7.
7?
Yeah.
All right. Are they going to behave?
Hey, man.
You're hoping? I mean, look at you. Look what you can do.
I was going to say, all you can do is pray, right?
Yeah, that's all you can do. That's why we pray, MC
I
Hammer.
made a good choice. I'm not too worried.
Yeah. All right. I'm sure we'll hear about it on Monday. Or when's she back? When does she get back?
She gets back Sunday night, so yeah, Monday.
All right, so Monday you are on the show. All right, so you get to the club, and what's happening there at the club?
I get to the club. I'm disappointed by the first quarter.
Okay, we're not talking about the
I know.
game
I'm
yet.
just
All
giving
right,
you.
let's
I'm
talk about the
giving you
club.
a picture of where my brain is.
All right, we're talking.
Yeah.
We're talking the club here first. Let me
So
back.
Usher and Ludacris is playing. I walk in. You know, I dap up everybody in the club because I'm popular. I
People
get
love
there.
you. They love the Hollywood.
There's 2 shots sitting on the bar when I walk in.
With your name on it.
7, yeah.
9:57.
I take one. I drink a bottle of water. I take another one. It was kind of a slow night, so it wasn't as much pressure as I thought it was going to be.
That was it. You had 2 at the club, and that's it?
Just 2.
All right. That's not bad. So you're probably not hungover then.
Oh, no, I'm fine.
All right.
I drink Pedialyte, Denny.
I know Pedialyte. You got ready because you thought you were going to get wrecked. So you wanted to make sure you had enough fluids in you.
Today is the day. I'll be honest. I know what's coming today. I got a couple of friends coming in town. It's going to get a little hectic.
So you're working at the club, or you going out on the town?
I'll be working, but they'll come to the club. Okay,
got it. All right. So tonight is the night. You have no parental supervision. Yeah. Kay, the lovely Kay, is gone on her fun thing, and with the girls, and so there you go. All right. So today, on the end of our podcast, because we were talking about the Pistons, and it just hurts, Detroit basketball. It's now over. Anyway, so I was a little more intense than I normally am watching the game because I had a vibe that it wasn't going to work out. When they started out slow and sluggish in the first freaking quarter, and they're down by. Dude, they're down by 15. I almost texted you, but I'm like, no, I'm not jinxing it.
Let's have faith.
No. And then boom, what do? They come back and they're leading at halftime. Yeah, I thought, okay, this ain't bad. Now, come out the third quarter with intensity. Did they? No. They repeated this thinking first quarter all over again, and they're down again by, 10 or 12 or whatever. And then they started coming back. So I'm very vocal. This might surprise you because I'm so normally reserved. But when I see the Pistons with the kind of year they had last year and this opportunity in front of them to make a statement to the league like, hey, last year we had 14 wins, but look at us now. We're a force to be reckoned with. We got by New York, and, we're going to give Boston all they can handle. That's what I wanted for the team, for the franchise, because I've been a Piston fan my entire life since Dave Bing and Bob Lanier. I mean, just my whole life. Anyway, and so I was, I took it personal. And I got a little fired up while I'm watching the game, and my wife started giving me crap because I was, basically maybe just a tad bit out of control. I don't know. So we kind of I'm like, can I just deal with my frustration without having you yell at me too? I said, my team is not doing well. They're probably going to end up, So now I got 2 things going. I got the frustration of the TV and the frustration of the voice coming out of the bathroom. So we kind of talked a little bit about that on the podcast, which kind of surprised me because normally she doesn't want to do that. But isn't it kind of a guy thing where when you're watching your team and it's a big game, an elimination game, don't you kind of get into it a little more than you would during regular season?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I think our emotions are a little bit higher than they usually are.
Yeah, I mean, because it's playoff time, and playoff, you expect the players to up their game, and me as a fan, I up my game, and my wife didn't like it.
More intense.
My wife didn't like it.
You got to tell her you're a passionate man.
She knows that. She used to like that about me, By the way, all the things that Kay loves about you, write them down. Everything that she loves about you today, write them down, okay?
Okay. I'm gonna make sure she tells me, so.
Yeah, write them down. Yes, and then within 3 to 5 years, those things that she loves about you are the things that she despises about you. Like when you date, you're the funniest guy in the room. So funny. Got a great sense of humor. Funny. Down the road in the marriage, it's like, oh my gosh, you're so annoying.
Everything's a joke.
I kind of am annoying.
You don't take anything serious.
But it was a fun podcast. You want to check it out if you people are bored. All right, let's just get to it. Here's the call. of Jalen Brunson, who I loathe, only because he's such a great player. If he was on Detroit, I would love him, but he's not. Here's the call, the go-ahead and game-winning three-pointer with seconds remaining as my Pistons lose 116-113. They lose the series, Game 6.
Brunson takes a peek at the clock.
A little low.
Defensively, 8 seconds. Brunson stops on a dime, launches. Oh yeah! Jalen Brunson buries it. Knicks lead by 3. The Brunson burner ignited.
Okay, I don't know who that announcer is because I was watching Detroit. I was watching their feed. I was watching George Blaha and Special K, Greg Kelser. This guy should be punched for this line.
The Brunson burner ignited.
The Brunson burner. Okay, first off, it's Bunsen. Okay, it's a Bunsen burner, not a Brunson burner, you asshat.
The Brunson burner ignited.
I don't know who that guy is, but he was doing the call on TNT or whatever the hell it was on. So, but okay, you're like, okay, there's like 4.2 seconds or something left. Maybe we got a miracle here, people, with the Pistons got the ball. Maybe a three-pointer, go to OT.
Movement. Beasley, Harris falls down. Hardaway, back for Cunningham. Swing it off the hands of Beasley.
Oh.
Out of bounds. Pistons turn it over. 0.4 on the clock.
If I was at home, I would have broke my feet.
The Knicks take care of business. They wrap up the series in Detroit and move on to the second round.
Yeah, blah, blah, blah. All right, your thoughts go.
There was a point in the game where I thought Cade Cunningham was point shaving.
No way. Seriously? Point shaving? Wow.
He couldn't hit a 3 to save his life.
I know. That was hard.
Beasley was having a good game until that last play.
Yeah.
Tobias Harris, you're going to get 14 points. We just need another guy. We need another guy. We're one guy away. You know what I was thinking the whole time I was watching this series?
What?
2003.
Okay.
When the Pistons went up against Tracy McGrady and the Magic.
Okay. Weren't they down in that series?
Yeah.
And they came back and won.
And I thought that's what was going to happen. I thought, hey, we're down. Let's make some magic. And it was, first of all, the first quarter was terrible.
Horrible.
It was awful. But the second quarter,
boom,
it went on a run. Cool. Then you come out flat in the third quarter again. Then you tie it up. You take a lead in the fourth. I'm like, okay, we're cooking with house money now. We're going to close this out. We're headed to New York.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And then
why don't you double team Brunson?
That is your $1 million question. Well, because it'll leave somebody else over for an easy 3.
So,
okay. Take your damn
you got to
chance.
make it.
Brunson lit him up for 40. It was unbelievable. All right, my favorite part of the game, though, and it involves Bunsen burner. 5:14 to go. Pistons get called for a foul on Brunson. Okay, or Brunson gets fouled. Okay,
yeah.
And it was one of his patented flopping. Okay, one of his floppers. And you didn't have the sound up, did you, over at the club?
No, I couldn't hear.
Okay, so this is fourth quarter. So hold on a second here. No, I don't want to join Denny Schaefer live. I am Denny Schaefer. Stop bothering me. All right, let me see if I can play this over the air. This is the crowd in Detroit when he got a call, the foul. It might be hard to hear, but they're going flopper, flopper, flopper. They were calling him a flopper. But he got the last laugh, ladies and gentlemen.
He was cooking.
When he drained that 3 and he blew a kiss to the fans.
He was
now,
cooking.
Here's the thing, okay? The storybook year, it's over. We didn't have a sweet ending like we had hoped, but here's what we need to focus on as Piston fans. You ready, Chris?
Mm-hmm.
You remember owner Tom Gores wrote a letter to the fans, and it was published apologizing for the decisions that he made that led to Detroit becoming the laughing stock of the NBA.
Yeah.
That was a year ago. 1 year ago. Pistons' worst season in franchise history, a record-setting 28-game losing streak. Well, last night, Goris is sitting courtside, sitting right there, 20,000. He's one of the over 20,000 fans in attendance at LCA, hoping the Pistons would avoid elimination. He left the game feeling disappointed, but he remains optimistic. Well, he's a billionaire, you know? The overall feeling I have is gratitude to the team and to the individual players, he said. He said, I expect them to do well, but I didn't expect them to do this well, and it feels great. I'm really proud of them. We are not done. They are not lucky. They are a good basketball team. We will not let up. I love the future of this team. So the Knicks, I mean, this is the thing. The Knicks led a good portion of the night, 96-85 entering the final quarter. Pistons demonstrated their guts and their fight and their determination. 7:40 left in the fourth quarter. Jalen Duren, 21.6 boards. He found Asar Thompson for an easy two-handed dunk to bring the Pistons within 7. And then they took advantage of the Knicks' turnover, sinking 2 consecutive free throws by Duren. Now we're at 103-98, and I'm like, ooh, this is getting interesting. And then finally, Andre is nailed it. If Hardaway Jr. plays well, they win. Hardaway Jr. did not play well. I believe that was his first and probably only 3 he had the entire game. But he did. He drained it. And then a layup by Thompson tied the game at 103, 6 minutes to go in the game.
Hardaway Jr., 33 minutes, 3 for 11, 1 for 6, no free throws, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 7 points.
That's why they lost. And Andre called it last night. That dude, he's dialed in, man.
Well, Beasley had a wide open shot. He just couldn't catch the ball. So
that hurt that they didn't even get a shot off.
And then I don't see why Tobias Harris didn't come and double. I get Mikal Bridges was having a good game, but double him, make Brunson make a tough pass to Bridges, and we play defense. I'll live with Bridges taking that shot. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
But you live, you learn.
It is. They, could have tied it up.
Good season. Good season.
No. Here's the thing, okay? Even though the Pistons didn't get a shot off for a game tire or whatever, take it to overtime, Beasley fumbled it out of bounds. He had a hell of a game. Game 1 is Monday night in Boston. Boston and New York.
Yeah.
Here's what I want to see. I want to see the Boston and New York series to see how close the Pistons are. And what I mean by that is this. If the Knicks can go 6 or even 7 games, or somehow they beat Boston in the series.
Yeah.
You know what that tells me, Chris Hollywood? That tells me that the Pistons are a lot closer to being a dominant contender
I think
in the NBA.
2 years away. Cade needs to grow up a little.
I believe that's true, and he will next year for sure. But if New York can somehow win this series or take it to 6 or 7 games, then I think
Detroit basketball
is in pretty good shape.
Celtics in 5.
Yeah, just like you said, Pistons in 5.
Well, I was being a homer. And we could honestly,
wait, you were lying to me?
it could have been Pistons in 5. Let's go back on this series.
Could have. No, you're right.
Childish mistakes. We have too many kids on the court.
Yeah.
We need some big dogs.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm very excited for the future.
Which one hurt more? The Lions lost to the Commanders.
Oh, the Lions. Oh, the Lions, not even close. The Lions.
I felt the same way. I was
they're not. It's not even compared. Although I may have been more vocal. No, it's probably more vocal for the Lions. You'd have to ask my wife, who's irritated with me today, because I'm just annoying.
I'll just take her out to dinner. You guys will be fine.
No, dude, it's Friday. I'm golfing. As soon as don't you notice I'm wearing a golf shirt?
I was going to say you do look very.
Dude, I got my golf clothes on. I'm ready to go. As soon as we're done, can we sign off at 3:30?
I mean, we could.
No, we're not doing that. No, we don't want to let the listeners out. We are not letting the listeners down. We do it enough between 2 and 4. We're not going to let them down at 3:30. You know what I mean? All right. Clippers. Other NBA game last night.
Yes.
Again, late clock. The 2 extra pass.
Yeah, they're going to a game 7. Clippers over the Nuggets. Nuggets 111-105. Game 7. I don't even know when it is. Got to be what, this weekend, Saturday night, probably.
What's today? Oh, it's tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow.
Today's Friday. So that'll be an exciting game. I love game 7. I don't care if it's hockey, whatever. Game 7 is always pretty damn exciting. Tonight, NBA. I'm watching this one. 9 o'clock, Houston and Golden State, ESPN. Golden State leads at 3-2. They can shut it out. What's going to happen there tonight?
Wrap it on up, boss.
Wrap it up?
It's
over?
Is Steph healthy now? Is the thumb okay? It looked
I don't know, man. I know they're targeting.
It
his thumb, which friggin' cracks me up. Oh, what wouldn't you do? Why wouldn't you want to put pressure on a guy and try to hurt his hand?
Yeah, I'm all for injuring players, just not like career-threatening injuries.
Just play him hard and get him thinking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Nice little swipe on the hand.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, don't do it if he doesn't have the ball. If he doesn't have the ball, what else?
Nice little hard foul here and there.
Yeah, there you go. All right, I just sent the link to Jordan Strack, and he's going to be joining us here coming up, and we're going to talk about the walleye tonight. So we'll come back and do that next on 100.7 The Ticket.
Denny Radio. Call or text the show 877-909-1007. Sports and more on 100.7 The Ticket.
From just engaged to getting started, Hills of Lenawee is where Lenawee gathers, celebrates, and connects. Weddings, retirements, showers, mixers, corporate events. They host it all elegantly and effortlessly, with spacious banquet rooms, warm hospitality, and a team that truly cares about the details. Every gathering feels seamless and special. Booking private and professional events for 2025 and 2026. Call 517-265-2142 or hillsoflenawegolf.com to learn more. Hills of Lenawee, where your best memories.
Oh, he did.
You know what makes a great time even better? Great deals. So when you're having a great time playing pool with your friends in Miscue, remember this. Every Friday, all pints are just $3.
All right, we'll talk walleye first, and we might even drop a little mud in.
And don't forget happy hour Monday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m.
I'm assuming you're at your office. Oh, no, you look like you're at Huntington Center.
Yep, I'm at the arena. Miscue, where the fun just gets better. Find us on Reynolds near Glendale and Alexis near Telegraph, or online at MiscueToledo.com.
Come a little closer to your mic.
Consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, let's talk ED.
That's weird
because
I'm
millions of men experience it.
Really?
But not everyone can access or afford treatments like Viagra.
It sounds like you're
HIMS
like a little farther
Through
away.
HIMS.com, you can access a full range of treatment options for ED through a 100% online process. To start your free online visit and save up to 95%,
so apparently, Denver has 2 game 7s
HIMS.com/JOY.
ZipRecruiter is the place. ZipRecruiter is the place for talented teachers, savvy software developers, and master mixologists. ZipRecruiter is the place where you meet all these people and more. That's because ZipRecruiter is the place for job seekers who are looking for new opportunities. In fact, ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day, so you can find the right candidates right away. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Get creative at Board and Brush. Make custom wood signs, trays, and more, all with a drink in hand
Eric
and friends by your side. Visit the station site on May 8th for your Board and Brush sweet deal. Buy $25 and $50 for Board and Brush Creative Studio in Sylvania.
Come in and give us
Dunn Chevy. Are you tired of high interest rates? Lease your next vehicle. Now lease a new Equinox for $299 or a new Silverado for $399, both with $39.90 due. Find yours at DunnChevy.com. Together, let's drive.
Saturday on ESPN Radio.
Juan Soto has tied this one up.
Juan Soto and the New York Mets head to St. Louis to face Nolan Arenado and the Cardinals.
Pre-game is at 1:30. First pitch is at 2 p.m. here on Toledo's home for Major League Baseball, 100.7 The Ticket.
ESPN 100.7. The Ticket, Toledo sports leader, ESPN 100.7 The Ticket. The Denny Schaefer Show on 100.7 The Ticket.
That's right. It's Funky Friday, people. Welcome to it. All right. No phone calls, no text right now, but after you can. 877-909-1007. Let's welcome back to the broadcast Jordan Strack, ladies and gentlemen. Jordan, welcome to the broadcast.
What's up, Jordan?
Denny, how we doing, guys?
We are doing friggin' fantastic. About to talk closer to the mic. I'm kidding. So those of you that are watching on Facebook Live and on Twitter and the YouTube at Denny Radio, Jordan, it looks like you're at the HC right now, gearing up for the game. What are you doing right now there?
Yeah, I'm at the arena right now. We're getting everything set for tonight. The pregame show on the TV side starts at 7 p.m. I'll host that up till puck drop, and then I'll do the intermissions here tonight. So, yeah, we're just, finishing touches, getting everything ready for tonight.
All right, so is this a good draw? I mean, did you want to play Iowa, or you okay with Fort Wayne, even though they're the evil nemesis of the Walleye and they've been for years?
Listen, this is the way it's supposed to go. You're supposed to play Fort Wayne. You're supposed to play them. You get your rivals here. It's exciting. It's good. Honestly, I don't think it mattered to anybody who they played, and that's not like a cocky thing. I think that, this team just feels really good right now. They're ready to go. And when you get to this point in the year, there's only a few teams still playing. You're going to play a good team. So yeah, I think it's exciting. Rivalry hockey is always good. This place is going to be absolutely rocking tonight and tomorrow night. So yeah, it's exciting. This is the way it's supposed to be.
So I have to assume there's no tickets left for tonight or tomorrow?
I haven't checked in the last couple of hours. I know we were getting down to the very last few, maybe a couple standing room tickets. I have not checked in the last couple hours, but yeah, if there are any, you can go to ToledoWalleye.com to find them, and hopefully we can find a way to get you in.
What about a watch party over at Fleetwood's?
There will be watch parties for all the road games. Fleetwood's is open for all the road games especially. But yes, you can definitely come downtown, and there's plenty of places to watch it and all those kinds of things. Yes.
Yeah. So tonight, 7:15, game 2 tomorrow night, also at the Huntington Center, 7:15. All right. What are the keys, in your opinion, for Toledo to go up 2-0 and to win this series?
Yeah. I think, listen, Fort Wayne is coming off a really tough 7-game series where they just played a ton of hockey in a short period. They've had a couple days to rest, but for the Walleye, they've had 10 straight days with no games, and that's a big deal. So, there's one of two ways you can look at it. There's either, I think if you're, you want to be a pessimist, it's, oh gosh, maybe there's some rust. But for me, it's like, listen, at this time of year, everybody's got some bumps and bruises. Everybody wants a little bit of rest in hockey. This team has been out. They're out practicing every day. They're still skating. They're still getting work in. So they'll be ready to go once the puck drops tonight. I think that the biggest keys, though, when you're playing against Fort Wayne, I think special teams are going to be huge. Fort Wayne is a team that, they're a little chippy. They're going to get in your face a little bit. They're going to take some penalties, and you have to make them pay when they take those penalties. They're going to take some. That's just how it is. When they do, you got to score on the power play. So I think special teams are absolutely huge right now. And that's the case in the playoffs all the time. It's a razor thin margin when you get down to just a few teams left. So yeah, we'll see if they can take care of business in those situations. I think that's the biggest key to me.
So when you say that they're going to take some penalties, what you're saying is Fort Wayne is dirty, Jordan Strack?
I'm not going to say.
That's what I'm hearing, Chris.
That's what I heard.
Fort Wayne is dirty.
No, they play a rough and tough style. They will get in your face. They're going to get under your skin a little bit. Listen, that's their style of hockey. That's okay. We're ready for it. But that stuff is coming, and you're just going to have to deal with it. And hopefully the referees will see it the way we do and get some calls and take advantage on the power play.
Yeah, refs, keep an eye on those dirty Fort Wayne Comets because they play dirty. All right. Who are the because none of us have watched Fort Wayne this year. Well, when they played in Toledo, we did. But who are the big players? Who's their goon? Who's the dirtiest Comet player?
Listen, it kind of all starts with their captain, Jack Dugan. He's really, really good. I mean, he's a big physical guy. He's like 6'2", 210 pounds. He's a big, strong dude. and he's going to chirp a little bit, but he's also really good. Like that, he's like one of those guys that if he's on your team, you absolutely love him. When he's on the other team, you hate him. They've got a guy, Alex Aliardi, who is leading them in scoring right now. He spent some time with Florida when they won those cups, so he has the experience of winning Kelly Cups. He knows what it takes to get it done here at this time of year. Those are their biggest guys that I think you have to really kind of pay attention to. But they've got a bunch of other ones. They're good. They're very talented. They're big. They're strong. They're physical. They skate really well. We've seen them a ton. We know exactly what they do. They know exactly what we do. So it'll be fun to see how it all kind of plays out once we get out there.
All right, Brandon Hawkins, some people may not know this. He played for the Comets and helped them win the Kelly Cup in 2020 and 2021. How important is this game for Hawk?
I mean, listen, they're all important for him. That COVID season where we didn't play, he went over to Fort Wayne, yes, and he did win a cup with them when they played that shortened season. I think for Hawk,
that doesn't really count, right? Because there was no Walleye, and there was. I mean, come on, let's just be honest. That's kind of like a huge asterisk on the coronavirus cup.
You said it, not me, Denny. From my official stance as an employee of the Toledo Walleye, I did not say it. That was you that said it, Denny.
Yeah,
that's okay. If you want to see it that way, that's all right. No, listen, I for Hawk, these games are also important. He genuinely wants to win a Kelly Cup here in Toledo. He wants to get it done for these people, and they're all so important to him. In this league though, there's so many guys that have played on both sides or played against or played with some of the guys on the other side. That's part of it for sure.
All right, I'll tell you, it's going to be exciting. Downtown's probably already rocking here at 2:32 in the afternoon. People taking the afternoon off, and they're getting things done. I imagine the Blarney and all your favorite spots are already getting packed up. Now you'll definitely be going on the road too, right? So when they go to Fort Wayne, and is it true that the arena they play in was built in the 50s?
I don't know exactly when it was built. It's an older building, but when you're walking around in their building, it doesn't feel like it's some like ancient place. There's a ton of history in there, yeah, for sure, but it's a big building. It's a huge place, cavernous for sure. Very different feel than what we have here. But yeah, they've got really good fans too. Us and Fort Wayne are so similar actually. For fan base, the history, the passion, all those things. We're very similar. I think that's what makes us such good rivals, to be honest with you. There's a little mutual respect, but there's also a little hatred going back and forth both ways. So, yeah. But going back to your question, yeah, their building, it's a little older, but it's kind of a cool spot if you haven't been there. But it's huge, absolutely huge.
So it's not reminiscent because it says here that it was built. Well, let's see. The organization was founded in 1952, and let's see. The stadium was built not long after that. Anyway, when I read it, opened in 1952.
Yeah.
So, and it's called Allen County War Memorial Coliseum. And when I'm reading this, I'm thinking, okay, that just conjures up images of the greatest hockey arena ever, and that would be the sports arena on the east side. And I'm thinking, okay, is it dumpy like that? But you're telling me it's pretty nice, and they've obviously updated it.
They have certainly updated it. It is nothing like the sports arena. I can promise. There aren't many buildings in the world that are much like the sports arena, to be honest with you, Denny. The only one in our league still that kind of has a little sports arena vibe is Kalamazoo. That's the only one really to me that's left in our league that kind of has that sports arena feel.
So when you walk in, does it smell like urine, vomit, and beer? Because
no,
that was the sports arena, baby. And that's why that place is just Hall of Fame when it comes to arenas. I still remember walking into the sports arena and your feet would stick to the floor as you'd walk, and you'd come home. And I remember when I was I'm 8 years old and I'd come home from a game at the old sports arena, and my mom would immediately make me take off all my clothes and throw them into the washer right away because they smelled like smoke. And so we have some good memories of the old sports arena, Denny. Yeah, that place was the greatest, man. I went to so many games. They had the announcer was like hanging from the ceiling and this chain thing. I remember being up there, spilling beers down on people below me. It was just
floating press box. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good time. All right. Are you allowed to make a prediction? What do you think this is going to take? Is this going to be a long series? Do you think they'll sweep them? Do you think it'll be close? Jordan Strack, what say you?
I think. Listen, the Toledo Walleye write my paychecks. So obviously I'm a little biased here, but no, I do. I think I don't think it's going to be another sweep. I think the Walleye win in 6 would be my guess. I think Fort Wayne's really, really talented. I like a lot of things that we do better. To be honest with you, I think we're good. I think we're in good shape. I would say Walleye in 6.
All right, Chris, do you want to weigh in with that? You think it's Walleye in 6?
Walleye in 6. I trust Jordan.
All right, there you go.
Chris. Thank you. I appreciate that.
All right, couple of quick Mud Hens questions before we go, because you're also part of the Mud Hens organization. Were you as freaked out as a lot of us were at the start of the Mud Hens before they went on an 8-game winning streak, where you're like, holy crap, look at the parent club, what they're doing.
Scared, Jordan.
And the Mud Hens are like, holy cow, the Mud Hens are just stinking out loud.
Yeah. It was, listen, it was a little rough the first couple of weeks of this thing, but, I kept trying to tell people this baseball's a long season, and, it was a little rough there, but I think since the last time we talked, they went on, they won 8 straight. That streak was finally broken last night, but listen, that just means a new streak starts tonight over in Worcester. It was a little scary start there, but nothing a little 8-game winning streak can't cure.
Yeah, I tell you what, we were a little nervous, and we were reminding everybody that, it's only April and they're stinking out loud. But when you see the parent club like Detroit's doing, do you realize that Detroit is the best record in the American League right now? And I know it's only May 2nd, but aren't you a little shocked by that? Because I am. I'm not totally shocked. I thought the Tigers had a good team, and I knew the pitching was going to be there. Honestly, the thing that surprises me the most about what Detroit's doing is the offense, to be honest with you. I mean, you're getting contributions right now from some guys you just didn't expect to get contributions from. Spencer Torkelson, you just weren't sure. Oh, what a beast. He's got 9 home runs. He's only one off the league lead.
Yeah, I mean, like think about it. Going into spring training, all the talk was that Spencer Torkelson had lost his position. Colt Keith was going to play first base, all those things. Javi Baez. I mean, last night, the catch he made out in center field and he homers in the same game. Javi has been unbelievable at the plate. He's looked like a different guy. Dylan Dingler with Jake Rogers going down has been awesome offensively and defensively. Zach McKinstry has been an all-star. Like, those are things that you can't there's nobody on this planet that could predict stuff like that. So, there have been some incredible starts. There have been some really good things. The pitching, I think, is going to be there. I knew that was going to be good. I didn't know about some of the other offensive performances that we were going to see. That's been incredible to watch.
Well, it's nice that, they had already had a series with the White Sox, and they got the Angels right now, and you got Tarek Skubal on the mound tonight. So people, you can watch that when you get home from the Walleye game or after the Walleye game, because they don't start till 9:38. Because there's no Piston game to watch tonight.
Oh God, what a rough ending last night, huh?
Dude, that was just to not get a shot off when you got like 4 seconds to go and you're taking the ball out at half court. You don't even get a shot off. But listen, last year, Jordan, they had 14 wins.
14 wins.
They were the embarrassment of the NBA. 28 straight losses, which is a record. And for them to do what they did this year, listen, if New York, puts a scare into Boston, that should let us all know how good the Pistons are. If New York can win 2 or even 3 games and take it to a game 7, or somehow win, that shows you how good and where the Pistons are at. So I'm encouraged about Detroit, and I'm encouraged to see this tournament or the playoff, the next round starting on Monday night. So
you go and just real quickly, you go back and you look at that series. The Pistons should have won game 1.
Yeah,
should have won game 6. So they're right there. They're right.
Well, they got hosed. Game 4, they got hosed on the foul that was never called, and they were down by 1. So they could have won it. Chris predicted Pistons in 5, and
I was very close to that.
So close, but they're young and they have a great coach, great nucleus, and we'll see what happens next year.
That's why I'm not predicting this Walleye series.
Yeah, Chris, if those are your predictions, stay out of the Walleye one, all right?
I tell you what, I'm excited to see it tonight. I'll be watching it tonight. I'll be watching you, Mister, tonight, and I'll keep an eye on that dirty Fort Wayne Comets team because now we know they're dirty. Yeah. So we got to keep an eye on them for all their shenanigans.
I see what happens. From Jordan specifically too. He said that's the dirtiest team in the ECHL.
I think those are his exact words.
I heard him say that. Yeah,
the dirtiest. Those guys should be banned.
Unbelievable.
All right, Jordan, you're awesome. Thanks for joining us as always, and go fish.
All right, appreciate you guys. We'll see you.
All right, Jordan. He's a good sport putting up with our BS. Anyway, I so appreciate him. So a lot of fun. Yeah. All right, let's get to a break, my man. Dead man's got to run upstairs and go tinkle, and then we'll come back. Oh, no texts. I do have one comment, though. So we'll get to that, and we'll move on. I got the ass out of the day. We got a lot of stuff to cover. We are going to talk about the ponies, even though you said it's the rich man's sport.
It is.
It is, but it's still – the only time I give a crap is during this. The Derby, everything else. The Preakness, Belmont Stakes. No.
I'll play my favorite rejoin later, like I did yesterday.
Okay, no, that's fine. That's what we're here for, dude. We're here to have fun, and that's what we do. We put the FU in fun. Denny Radio Sports More is live on 100.7 The Ticket.
Denny Radio. Call or text the show 877-909-1007. Sports and more on 100.7 The Ticket.
Home of the original Toledo-style margaritas, Carmel's is a Toledo favorite for Cinco de Mayo, featuring an amazing Tex-Mex menu, over 16 different flavored margaritas, and a fully stocked bar. Don't miss their sizzling lunch fajitas. Just $9.99 daily until 3:30 p.m. This Cinco de Mayo, enjoy your Toledo-style margarita on Carmel's patio that's now open for the season. 2947 Tremainsville Road, or call 419-474-1414. Follow on Facebook for daily specials at Carmel's Mexican Restaurant.
Hello, it's Mookie. Mother's Day is almost here, and Northwood Jewelers is making it easy to give mom something unforgettable. Right now, buy one, get one sales store-wide, including designer lines, Mishu, Levon, and Landstorm's Black Hills Gold. Plus, all diamond jewelry starts at 30% off, and gold dip roses start at $79. Northwood Jewelers will be open on Saturday, May 10th from 10 until 3, so shop early and create a custom gift for mom. 4612 Woodville Road or northwoodjeweler.com. Service before, during, and after the sale.
His Store and More wants to remind you Father's Day is going to be here June 15th. Now, what are you going to do for the guy that gave you so much? Good old dad sacrificed and supported you when you were younger. He's still doing it now. Okay, he might have missed a couple of ball games, but he was always your biggest cheerleader. Dad played catch with you, taught you how to ride a bike, taught you how to drive your first car, gave you money without mom knowing about it, and had your back every step of the way. Your dad is special. Shouldn't a gift you give him on Father's Day be special? His Store and More has it all in one store. It's the Man and Dad Superstore. Stop by His Store and More and pick up good old dad the perfect gift that tells him thanks for being the best dad in the world. So what are you waiting for? Head over to His Store and More, the Man Superstore today. You can always check him out on Facebook or hisstoreandmore.com. Located just past the Michigan line at 7325 Lewis Avenue next to Smokehouse 734 in Temperance, Michigan. Happy Father's Day, Dad, from His Store and More.
You into some metal? Well, good news. Online Metals is right here in Toledo. They're a giant super center for metals with steel, copper, aluminum, and more. They've got big saws with huge pieces of metal in stock, which they'll cut to your exact size. Their metal is new and high grade, all of it from top-tier mills. To order, go to onlinemetals.com and pick up your order the next day. Cuts and metal certifications are free, and you don't even have to tip. Onlinemetals.com, your Toledo Metals Super Center.
Texting enrolls you into recurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Hey, Dan, how you doing? Haven't seen you around the gym.
Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just don't get the results I used to get.
Could be lower testosterone. I went through it a while back. I got Nugenix Total T, and it's made a huge difference for me.
I've seen that ad on TV. Is it for real?
Oh, yeah. The key ingredient is something called Tesnor, which helps boost free and total testosterone levels to help you trim up and stay lean.
And it's made a difference for you?
Man, I feel like I'm in my 20s again, at work, in the gym, and in the bedroom.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try it for themselves?
Yeah, you just need to send them a text. Text CUT to 42424 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful Fed incinerator ever, to help you get back into shape fast, absolutely free. Text CUT to 42424. That's CUT to 42424.
Products and statements have not been evaluated by
All right, 55-ish.
intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease or illness.
Be sure to join us for Black and White Sports, Monday through Friday, your afternoon drive, now 4 to 6 p.m.
ESPN 100.7, The Ticket. Denny Schaefer's Talking Sports on 100.7, The Ticket.
Yep, it's Funky Friday, people. Welcome back to the show. Appreciate you. Denny Radio Sports More, brought to you by St. Mary's Meats, the place to go for local fresh cut meat. Nobody beats AJ's meat.
Nobody.
All right. Oh, my man Rob Nappy Jinx used to produce my show way back in the day, early 2000s. He says Denver has 2 Game 7s at the same time on Saturday night. Nuggets and Clippers at 5:30. That's their time. And then the Avs at 6, but that's on the road, I believe, at Dallas. So there you go. So they're home. The Denver's at home. The what the hell's their name? The Nuggets. Yeah, the Nuggets. They're at home, but the Colorado Avalanche are on the road at Dallas. So that's pretty darn exciting. I mean, how often does that happen where the NBA and the NHL both have a Game 7 same night?
Yeah,
I don't think that's ever happened.
That's pretty rare. Pretty rare, Eric. You know who else is at home?
Who?
The Pistons and the Red Wings.
Oh, dude, you're killing me with that. That just wow. You've been saving that. You are just cruel. Oh,
yeah, my heart hurts.
That's a gut punch, but it's funny. So thank you for that.
No problem.
All right, one of my favorite parts of our show every day is when we do the all right, here's our of the day. It's just another reminder that the lottery doesn't reward people who deserve it. But karma, yes, karma can still take its toll. There's a 50-year-old dude in Kentucky. His name is James Farthing. He just won, wait for it, $167.3 million.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, this clown won it in the Powerball jackpot. So he got his check on Monday, just a couple days ago. He got his check. Now James is an ex-convict, and it makes it, I'm not picking on him because of it, but it just remember that because it's going to come back to that. All right, he's an ex-con, and we believe everybody should get another chance or two, even
after rehabilitation.
Exactly. He split the giant $167 million with his 77-year-old mother. So you think, okay, well, he's tight with his mom. He split it with his mom. Maybe he's matured. Maybe he's a changed man, or maybe he's not. So Tuesday, one day after getting the check, James was arrested after a fight broke out at an oceanfront hotel where he was staying in Florida.
Always Florida. It's always Florida.
Okay, so he's a Kentucky guy, but he's acting like a Florida man in Florida because the Florida man is always doing stupid stuff. So James, he punched at least one other guy. And when the sheriff's deputy stepped in to break it up, James kicked the cop in the face. The cop was dazed and bruised, but he's going to be okay. James was later arrested for felony battery on a law enforcement officer. 2 misdemeanor counts. But he's even in bigger trouble because the arrest violates his parole. He's currently being held in jail. It's unclear if he'll be sent back to prison and for how long. I'm pretty sure he's going back to prison.
Yeah, you kicked the cop, dude.
So in his mugshot, a woman was also arrested with him, Jacqueline Fightmaster. That's her name. Jacqueline Fightmaster.
We can't make this stuff up sometimes.
No. She's 42 years old. And she's James Farthing's girlfriend. She was busted for causing a disturbance the same night. She was also drunk and brawling. So we might as well throw her in. James Farthing, Jacqueline Fightmaster, you two are the of the day. Or hats of the day.
Yeah.
See, that's why I don't think, I could never win the big lottery because I would lose my mind. And God knows that. God knows if I won millions and millions of dollars, I wouldn't be able to handle it. I'd destroy my life. I'd end up in prison. And I'd lose.
I wouldn't get in a fight if I just won $176 million. You could call me a lot of names that day. The day, a few weeks after, too, maybe.
Yeah, but see, you are a reasonable human being. My man James here, I don't think he's a reasonable human being.
And why are you at a bar where they fight? I just won $176 million.
Why wouldn't you be at the most expensive, most luxurious hotel, exclusive?
Yeah.
You could rent an entire floor. You could have all your, PBR brought to you, but no. I mean, that's because, some people are not meant to win that kind of money because it'll end up destroying you, man.
Sheesh.
So karma got him. There you go. Ass out of the day, people. All right, let's do Chris's favorite thing sometimes. Your news quickies of the day. Quickies of the day. You got Teletype going behind me?
Give me 30.
Do you have that saved? Do you have that saved like on a hotkey?
No, but it's okay.
We should probably.
We're professionals.
Well, we are if it was on the hotkey. Then we'd be actual professionals. I'm going to wait for you. We got time to kill. We got another minute here before we got to get to a break anyway. Actually, more than that. It's actually a couple of minutes. Next hour, we're going to talk about the Kentucky Derby. We got some baseball to chat about. Oh, the Lady Rockets signed somebody in the portal. And wait till you hear her name.
We are ready in 5, 4, 3. I had to run through an ad. 2. All right, there we go. All right, it's time now for news quickies, little items that we see in the news. Try to make it humorous for you. Here we go. The Kentucky Derby is tomorrow. The winner gets $3 million. The loser gets to be Arby's next sandwich. Half of parents with adult children still financially support them. These kids are so common, they even have a name. Liberal arts majors. See, that's a good one.
Studies have shown that many men like women wearing less makeup. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I misread that. It's less clothes. And finally, I have so many jokes about unemployed people, but none of them work. Oh, dad joke, my man. Dad joke coming your way. Hopefully you enjoyed it.
See, those weren't bad. We've been struggling recently with this.
It's a slow build, dude. I mean, sometimes they're funny, sometimes they're not. So there you go.
The liberal arts was.
Yeah, you like that one? I almost threw that in from University of Toledo, just so you could gloat because you're a BG guy.
Go Falcons.
So, yeah, there you go. All right, I got one more thing to mention about the NBA. We can do that coming up. Tyrese Halliburton's dad, he's not going to be at any games anytime soon, so we'll talk about that. One game in the NHL playoffs tonight. And then I do have a couple of more fun facts about the Comets, Fort Wayne, who is going to be in town.
Okay.
And did you hear Jeff Allprick's apology for his son's prank? If you didn't, well, we got that for you. We'll talk a little NFL there. And a really good PR move from Shador.
He's a good kid.
He's a Brown now. Well, if he makes a team. He's drafted by the Browns. He's not on the team. He's drafted by them.
Yeah.
But he did something really cool, and it's going to make people love him. So you're going to hear all of that if you stick around with us for next hour. And if you're not, well, you kind of suck. Just saying.
Yeah. And have the day that you deserve.
There you go. Exactly. All right. Another hour. Denny and Chris hanging out with you. Denny Radio Sports and More live on 100.7 The Ticket.
He puts the FU in fun. Denny Radio, Sports and More on 100.7 The Ticket.
Got a new ride or want to keep your used car looking new? At Precision Auto Detailing, we bring back that showroom shine. Monday, May 5th. Visit this station's site for your sweet deal. Spend $50, get $100. In Bedford and West Toledo, it's Precision Auto Detailing.
Are you watching a big sporting event with friends, having a party, or are you just too tired to make dinner? Then you need to call Mama Mary's Pizza, home of the famous 28-inch colossal pizza, equal to 4 large pizzas. Mama Mary's Pizza is authentic New York-style thin crust pizza. The thinner the crust, the better the taste. Get great discounts when you order online at MamaMarysPizza.com. Just go to the menu page and click on the deal section. Located in Holland on Airport Highway across from the big Kroger, Mama Mary's Pizza.
Hey everyone, it's AJ from St. Mary's Meats. Did you ever wonder where your meat comes from? Well, St. Mary's Meats does and cares. With all of our fresh and frozen meat selections cut weekly, as well as our 33 flavors of brats and 19 flavors of snack sticks made in-house, plus getting local beef, lamb, and hogs in, we care about our quality. We're located just west of Seacourt Metro Park. Check St. Mary's Meats out on Facebook, and remember, we're killing it and you're grilling it.
Killing it, you're grilling it.
Weather from the Jim White Toyota Weather Center. Great offers on new 2025 Toyotas arriving daily. Right car, right price, right now.
It'll be partly sunny through the day today with temperatures warming up to 71 degrees. There's a chance for a few showers drifting throughout the area. For tonight, cloudy at the low down to 50 degrees with a chance of a shower, and that chance of rain will grow as we head into the weekend. 58 expected on Saturday with showers possible. Rain is likely to our eastern counties, and rain is likely for everyone on Sunday with a high near 53. And the First Alert Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Ross Ellett.
Why do they officiate? For some, it's a way of staying involved in a sport they grew up with. For others, it's a way to pay it forward by helping kids who play today and tomorrow. It's also a great way to stay active, make extra money, and work with friends. And all of them will say it boils down to one thing: the love of the game. Find your reasons and log on to ohsaa.org to find out how to become an official. You'll be glad you did. This is the Ohio High School Athletic Association. Educate through sports.
Every 2 minutes, a woman in the U.S. is diagnosed with breast cancer. And in that split-second moment in time, her life changes forever. The toll of breast cancer is great. The need to support those who are battling the disease today is even greater. And that's why when others look away,
so you're not taking anything off until after you get married, right? Are you taking the day off?
We're fighting alongside patients because we know one moment can change a lifetime.
Through the 4th of July.
Fighting breast cancer takes funding for research to discover the next new treatment, providing access to quality and affordable health care.
Don't worry about it. Just
and people willing to take action by raising funds and raising their voice to advocate for others. United by hope, we can end breast cancer. Join our fight. Save lives.
So here's a new idea. What this country needs right now is a new bailout, right? Let's put a new tax on something and then send money to people who don't really need it. That'll work. This time, they want to put a new tax on every song played on the radio. And who gets a pile of money? Hundreds of millions of dollars? Giant record companies, most of which are in foreign countries. We'll pay all the money, and they'll keep God. Great. It's a bad idea.
They've been scaring that. They've been using that tactic forever, dude.
A lot of
it ain't gonna happen.
It will happen unless we tell our members of Congress to stop it. Join us. Go to www.noperformancetax.org. That's noperformancetax.org. Tell your members of Congress to stop the radio performance tax. That's why the National Association of Broadcasters and this radio station are airing this message. Stop the radio tax.
This is Toledo's home for football. ESPN 100.7 The Ticket. Nobody brings the dunks and three-pointers like us.
Oh, my!
Catch the NBA on ESPN 100.7 The Ticket.
Be sure to join us for Black and White Sports, Monday through Friday, your afternoon drive, now 4 to 6 p.m.
ESPN 100.7 The Ticket. His Store and More, the Man Superstore Studios. This is 100.7 WQQO HD2 Sylvania, Toledo, a Cumulus Media station.
This is SportsCenter.
I'm Christine Lisi. Basketball Hall of Famer Greg Popovich has stepped down as head coach of the Spurs, ending a nearly 3 decades run that saw him lead the team to 5 NBA championships and become the league's all-time wins leader. He's transitioning to a full-time role as the team's president of basketball operations. Popovich suffered a mild stroke in November and did not return. Interim coach Mitch Johnson promoted to Spurs head coach.
Yeah, me too. He's a hell of a coach.
3-2 welcome the Rockets. Game 6 tonight. First-round NBA playoff series, 8 Eastern, ESPN. NHL Rangers hired former Penguins coach Mike Sullivan as their new coach. 5-year contract, around $35 million, making him the highest-paid coach in league history. John Cooper will return as Lightning coach next season. Grande scratched on tomorrow's 151st running of the Kentucky Derby, reducing the field to 19 horses.
Guess who's back? Back again. Tell a friend. Guess who's back? 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 Guess who's back?
Denny Schaefer. He's an idiot.
Honey. Oh, no, we already did that last hour. This is hour number 2. We don't do that on hour number 2. Whatever. We're just glad to be here, hanging out. Beautiful day, Friday. Downtown is buzzing, and more ways than one with the walleye. That should be awesome. Game 1, puck drop 7:15. If you're going to be down there, be safe, be responsible. All right, hour 2, show 40. Denny Radio is sponsored by St. Mary's Meats, the place to go for local fresh cut meat. Nobody beats AJ's Meat.
Nobody.
877-909-1007. I don't know what's going on. Normally we get some texts. Of course, it's always
Friday.
It's Low Dough Joe. He's probably got the day off, so he's probably not listening. He's probably already half schnockered, sitting on his back decks. Got the grill going, sucking down some IPAs. I don't know. This weekend, the Den Man may, start have a cocktail now that you cocktailed.
You said you might, get a few in today.
Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I'm playing golf with a buddy of mine. I guess I could start it out with a lost ball at Crooked Creek.
That sounds dangerous.
Dude, it's got 3 different types of alcohol in it, and it's
Yeah.
But I don't know. We'll see. I flip a coin. I cast lots with the Lord. All right, Lord, you want me to drink today? And I flip it, and if it lands on, heads I cocktail, tails I don't, lands on tails, boom. I did that the other day, Sunday, after the Pistons lost. I'm like, man, Lord, I just want to scotch on the rocks right now, a little scotch and soda. Flip a coin. No, that's my wife. So I always go straight scotch. So I flipped a coin. I said, heads, I'm going to have a cocktail. Tails, I'm not. Boom, came up tails. I'm like, all right, Lord, I'm listening. So I may do that. I may not. I mean, I still feel so much better because I haven't been doing it. Haven't been cocktailing in 32 days. That's the longest. I mean, I went 4 years in the from 1999 till the end of 2003.
Okay.
I didn't have nothing, but man, I was a chimney on those cigars back then. Oh, doggy, I was into it. All right, if you're just joining the show, I'm Denny Schaefer, along with that is my producer Chris
Hollywood.
You can watch us on 100.7 The Ticket Facebook page, or you can watch us on at Denny Radio on X and at Denny Radio Podcast on YouTube. All right, Tyrese Halliburton. His dad will not be at any of the Indiana's, the rest of this playoffs it says foreseeable future. John Halliburton is done. He's not coming back, maybe next year, but no matter how far Indiana gets, he can't be there. He can't be at any Pacer games because of the verbal altercation he had with Giannis at the conclusion of Game 5. After having conversations with the Pacers front office, John won't attend any more home or road games, according to a team spokesperson. The Pacers are slated to take on the Cavs Sunday night in Cleveland, TBD. So why don't we know the time of that game?
I think they were waiting to see if they were going to push another one of the games to Sunday.
You mean like a Game 7 thing?
Yeah. So if the Warriors and the Rockets go to Game 7, then they would probably have that one go before and then move Game 1 or vice versa. But right now it says Cavs Pacers 1 p.m. So I think they're
okay because my app says TBD, to be determined.
Well, hey, Google.
So yours says 1 o'clock?
The Googles say 1 p.m.
The Google, you Googled it?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm okay with that. 1 o'clock is good. I get home from church.
Yeah,
Of course,
these are usually early.
if I went to church last Sunday, the Pistons would have won, but I didn't go.
I told you.
I was a slacker, so I'm definitely going this weekend. Not, whatever. I did watch Sammy's message, though.
Yeah.
Man, that dude, he is on fire. He is breaking down friggin' Revelation like I've never heard it before.
That's my guy. I like him.
He is really good. So, anywho. So, he won't be there. Tyrese Halliburton's dad, John, won't be there. All right, NHL playoffs tonight, 8 o'clock. Winnipeg at St. Louis on TBS. Winnipeg leads that series 3-2. All right, a couple other fun facts. A couple of fun facts about Port Wayne that are in town. Don't like that dirty team. If you were listening last hour, Jordan Strack laid it out for us.
Called him dirty.
Port Wayne is dirty.
Dirty.
Yeah, maybe he didn't say those exact words. Maybe it was me and Chris. He said they were physical. When I hear physical in hockey, I hear dirty.
Dirty, yeah.
I hear the Comets organization found in 1952. It's older than me, which means it's old. It's
That's pretty
nicknamed.
old.
It's nicknamed from the original owner, Ernie Berg. He wanted a name that suggested speed, flash, and excitement, so he chose the Comets with a unique spelling, Komets, in honor of his wife, Catherine. I don't know how does that honor his wife?
It doesn't.
Spell it with a K because Catherine is with a K? Is that what it is? I bet it is.
He couldn't spell.
Here's what I'm going to do, honey. You will be forever. People see that K in the comments, they're going to think of Catherine. And who knows, maybe he got action out of it. You never know. Berg wanted to bring pro hockey to Fort Wayne. You know why? He took a trip to Toledo to watch the Toledo Mercuries. They played at the Sports Aroma in an IHL game. Flint had an IHL team for a long time, the Flint Generals. I used to go to games. It was awesome. Berg came home full of enthusiasm, according to the Comets website. And he says, we're starting a team. And he did. The team plays at the Allen County War Memorial Coliseum. This facility was built as a memorial to honor veterans from Allen County. Construction began in 1950, opened the doors in 52. The arena, has a seating capacity of over 13,000 and over 10,500 for hockey. So their arena is bigger than ours.
Sounds like that place is going to be rocking.
It might be if they can draw the kind of fan base that Toledo does.
Yeah.
One thing we know about Toledo is, they lead the Walleye. Have a consecutive sellout streak of 72 straight games, and that's over 8. They have to have over 8,000 for it to be a sellout.
That's because we love our fish.
We do. The team set a single season attendance record, 289,348, selling out all 36 regular season games at the Bank Tank. I'm sorry, that's the dumbest name ever. But whatever. Fort Wayne drew an average of 8,100 fans during the regular season. That's the second most in the ECHL behind Toledo. So they're similar, dude.
Yeah, this is going to be
even though Fort Wayne, they had a bit of a struggle against Iowa. So we'll have to see. Toledo's rested. Toledo went 5-3 5-3-0 against Fort Wayne in the regular season. So we'll see, people. All right, we have some portal news, and it's good portal news as opposed to some of the other portal news. Why don't I have the portal thing set up? I have a portal sounder. What the heck did I do with that? I don't remember. I haven't used it in a while. That's probably why. Anyway, I know what it is. It's over here. Stand by to qualify, people. And it is, where the hell? This is what you do when you're not really prepared. Here we go. Portal news. But it's a good kind. Toledo women's basketball adds another transfer. The University of Toledo women's basketball team added a transfer yesterday. Lizzie Puat. That's her name. Puat. P-U-O-T. I'm like, okay, how the heck do you say that name? Because I'm like, okay, do I mention her? I mean, she's a 6'1" forward from Kirkwood Community College. In 2 seasons at Kirkwood, Puat averaged 9.9 points, 5.8 boards. She shot over 54%. Last season, she scored 12.8 points a game, over 58% shooting, which is pretty awesome. So over 7 boards. She's only 6'1". I mean, it's not really huge news, but when I clicked on the little video clip and I heard, her little highlight reel, and I heard him say her last name, I'm like, well, I better check this out because she might be a big star, and I got to know how to say her name. Puot.
Yeah, we'll take it. We got a call too.
It's Puat. So
Somebody
congratulations,
called us.
Lizzie Puat. All right, let's go to the phone. Is it Lizzie Puat? Probably not.
Maybe. Let's see.
All right, let's go to the phones. Hi, you're on 100.7 The Ticket. Who are you?
Denny, it's Rob.
This is Rob? Rob as in Rob from TPS, Rob? No, this isn't him. No, this is
Meredith Party Rentals.
No, it's Rob from Meredith Party Rentals. My bad. I know 3 Robs, but you're my favorite Rob of all. Rob from Meredith Party Rentals. What's up, my man? You going to the game tonight?
Oh, of course. A couple of little tidbits about the Allen County War Memorial Coliseum. It actually, so they renovated it a few years back to get it to where it's at now. They don't put, the entire upper level for a hockey game is usually empty. So they're not filling that thing to 10,000 people for a hockey game, mostly because people in Fort Wayne are too busy farming and or making out with their sisters. But that's a story for another time. But another interesting, and I don't know if they have painted over it, but at one point, Elvis autographed the wall. He did a concert there years ago. He autographed the wall, and whenever they paint around it, and they've got like a piece of plexiglass or something over top to preserve it.
They should. I mean, that's kind of freaking awesome. I mean, that is history. So obviously, you have been to a game there at the.
We go to Fort Wayne. Yeah, we'll go. We'll travel to Fort Wayne, Kalamazoo. Of course, you've been down to Florida with us and know that arena's closed. Following the boys on the road, I know they really like seeing some home fans on occasion. But it's going to be a good series. I would agree with Jordan. Walleye in 6. It's going to get physical. One of their main guys did get hurt in the series against Iowa in a pretty gruesome leg injury. He got slew-footed. If you don't know what that is, it's where you kind of go up behind a guy and you kick his foot out from under him and put your hand on his chest and push him backwards.
Oh my gosh, that's so dirty.
Yeah, but it sucks. You don't want to see anybody get hurt, whether you like the team or not. You don't want to see an injury like that. It's just awful. But the teams, the Fort Wayne's a good team, and Toledo struggled with them a good portion of the year. So the saving grace is we're well rested. They played a physical 7-game series where they had to travel back and forth from Fort Wayne to Iowa. That's not exactly around the corner.
All right. Are you going to Saturday night's game, Rob, from Meredith Party Rentals?
I will not be going to Saturday night's game.
Oh, so are you offering me and Chris some tickets? Is that why you're saying, hey, why don't give you boys a couple of tickets?
Actually, no. My father-in-law, Gene, is back home from Florida, and I believe he will be attending the game instead. He's missed out on quite a few games this year, so he'll be in attendance, I believe, tomorrow night.
Yeah, you got to take care of the father-in-law, dude. I know exactly about that. Gene's a good dude, too. So maybe one of the other games, Rob, you could throw a couple of me and Chris.
Well, and the last time I saw you, I made you the most delicious steak you've ever had. So really, I feel like I owe your partner there before I owe you. Just saying.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Yeah,
but I invited Chris to come for the man hot tub party, and he didn't want to have any part of it. So I don't know if you want to invite that guy anywhere.
No, I'm okay on the hot tub portion.
Sounds like somebody's not secure in his own manhood.
Very secure.
That's for damn sure.
I'm okay.
All right, Rob, you're awesome. Thank you. Go fish. We'll talk to you soon, my man.
All true statements. Have a great weekend.
All right, Rob.
See you, buddy. It's awesome. So I know Rob, the greatest garbage man known to man, and Rob from Meredith Party Rentals, and Rob from TPS. I got a lot of Robs in my life. And Rob Blousy, Nappy Jinx. I got a lot of Robs in my life. Anyway, all right, let's get to a break. We'll come back. I'm not sure. We're talking. Maybe we'll start talking about the Kentucky Derby. I don't know, because I know, Chris, you can't wait to talk about.
Oh, yeah, so excited, and the Preakness, man.
Yeah, but we're not talking about the Preakness. We're talking about the Kentucky Derby. That's this weekend. Anyway, there you go, people. This is what we do. I'm signing off at 3:30. I got to get to the course. I'm kidding.
Yeah, Eric's taking over.
All right, you're listening to 100.7 The Ticket.
Denny Radio. Call or text the show 877-909-1007. Sports and more on 100.7 The Ticket.
My name is Wayne Kinsel. My wife, Amy, and I are the
3 minutes.
owners of Voodoo Brewing Company in Toledo. When you come here, you'll be surprised with what we have done with the space. The first thing you're going to see is this very large U-shaped bar that's going to call you to a chair, right? And behind that bar, we have this amazing state-of-the-art beer system, 30 taps, a full liquor bar, a unique wine menu. This concept is a scratch chef-led kitchen, nothing frozen. We have gluten-free options. We have vegetarian options. We're just making sure that everybody has something to eat when they walk in. Not always can you go into a place where the food's going to bring you back again and again and again. We also have a roll-up door that leads out to a patio. We want people to think about this place as a place that I want to bring my family. Because you feel welcome, the service is going to be great. The food is going to be fabulous. It doesn't matter what age you're going to feel like you're welcome into this place. We're on Central Avenue in front of Lowe's Home Improvement. We can't wait to see you at Voodoo Brewing Company, Toledo.
Voodoo Brewing. Find us on Facebook, Voodoo Brewing Company Toledo.
Feeling run down? Discover Prime IV Hydration and Wellness, Perrysburg, in the shops at River Place. Our IV drips are a fast, effective, holistic way to deliver and absorb 100% of the nutrients straight to your bloodstream. Try the Glow Drip for anti-aging and the Immunity Armor Drip to boost your defenses. Ask about our membership club for exclusive specials. Visit PrimeIVHydration.com or call 419-614-6343. Prime IV Hydration and Wellness. Your path to better health starts here.
You know what makes a great time even better? Great deals. So when you're having a great time playing pool with your friends at Miscue, remember this. Every Friday, all pints are just...
Dude, I don't know what just happened.
Some select beers served in a 10-ounce snifter.
I was gonna say,
Indoor
are you
can't hear you.
down
Or
for
Monday
today?
through Friday from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Any tall draft, get $1 off. Who says nothing fun happens in the middle of the week? Miscue, where the fun just gets better. Find us on Reynolds near Glendale and Alexis near Telegraph. Or
Denny
online
has
at
left
miscuetoledo.com.
Texting
I
your
can
old
hold you down.
automated text
I can hold
messages
you
consent
down
not
for a
required
little
to
while.
purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Hey, Dan, how you
I don't
doing?
know what
Haven't seen
happens.
you around the-
It's so weird.
I just don't get the results I
I
used to
have-
get.
Could be lower testosterone.
you were out of
I
the
went through it
studio
a
and
while
it just
back.
stopped.
I got
Can you hear
Nugenix
me
Total
okay
T,
now?
and it's made a
Yeah, you're
huge
good.
difference for me.
I've seen that ad on
I don't know
TV.
what
If you
Is
want to
it for
go
real?
golf,
Oh,
just
yeah.
say
The
that,
key
Denny.
ingredient
It's
is
okay.
something called
Stop it.
Tesnor,
No,
which helps
I would never
boost
do that.
free and
I am a
total
professional.
testosterone levels to help you trim up and stay lean.
And it's made a difference for you?
Man, I feel like I'm in my
I
20s
didn't
again,
look at the weather.
working in the gym
We're supposed to
and
get
in the
some rain.
bedroom.
Are they still giving out complimentary
I
bottles
think
for
we're
people to
good
try
for the
for
rest of
themselves?
the
Yeah,
day.
you just need to
Just a
send them a
little
text.
cloudy.
Text CUTS to 42424 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help you get back into shape fast, absolutely free. Text CUT to 42424. That's CUT to 42424.
Products and statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease or illness.
Bow wow wow yippee yo yippee yay, bow wow yippee yo yippee yay.
No rules on this show. Denny Radio is on 100.7 The Ticket.
Fucking Friday, Denny Radio Sports More. I just looked at my weather app, Chris, and it says no rain for the next 4 hours. It's 74 degrees right now with a feel-like temp of 72.
Are you under par today?
No, I'm not under par, dude. I hope to be in the 70s. Last 2 rounds, I was in the 80s. So normally I shoot, mid to high 70s.
You said you were doing good last time before the torrential downpour.
Yeah, I started out par, and I'm like, okay, this is good. So then we go and then we play on Monday because we got rained out last Friday. And Monday we play. I start out with a friggin' double bogey, a 6, and then a 5, and then another 5. I'm like, okay, this sucks because last time I played, I was even par. Anyway, it is what it is. It's still fun, and
it's a new day.
I'm playing with my boy Chuck Herman, so just he and I are going to tear it up, and then we're meeting the girls for dinner after. It'll be a late dinner for the Den Man, which I'm okay with. All right, we finally got a text. Yes, we're a very popular show in our own minds.
The board is a little low.
What is?
The board.
Dude, how can the board be low? I got it cranked.
You're fine, but the like sound effects and stuff. A little low.
That was low?
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. I don't know how that can be because
it's Friday.
It is? I didn't know that. What the hell? I don't know why that's doing that. Anyway, okay. Lodo Joe, heading home early, first time in a while. Hopefully get to cut my grass. That's so long, there might be a tiger hiding in there. I got cold IPAs on standby. And Denny, they were asking me about you, saying, hey, where's Schaefer been? Laugh out loud emoji. You and Chris have a great weekend. Cheers, Lodo Joe.
My man. I like Lodo Joe.
Me
He's
too.
always-
He's good. He's good people.
Yeah, he's always down for a good time.
He is. You know what we need to do one time? And it would probably just be me, you, and him.
Yeah.
But do like a happy hour with our listeners. Say, okay, like, I don't know, we'll put a date on something and say, we're going to do a happy hour at 5:00 at this place. And then we go meet there at like 5 and, get to know. Well, Lodo Joe be the only guy who comes.
Yeah,
maybe when he's on vacation, we'll do it.
Say maybe Nurse Terry and
she would come.
Yeah, a good 6 of us.
Yeah, it'd be all right. We don't care. You never know. Might surprise us. We might get 7. This is a hot show right now. We got to wait till June, I guess, to find out any kind of ratings. They tell me
Man,
it takes months. It takes like 6 months.
I know we're gonna be number 1 from 2 to 4.
Oh,
men 55 and up.
Oh, easily.
Yeah, if we start narrowing that thing down.
Yeah. We're going to be, let's see, we'll be number 1 with men that are 65 years old with the last name of Schaefer. Number 1, baby. All right. We got to talk a little baseball because we didn't do that yet. Tigers. Well, let's start with the Indians first. Ramirez hits a milestone. Guardians win. Jose Ramirez became the first player, listen to this, in Cleveland franchise history to reach 250 career homers and 250 steals. And then he scored the winning run in the 10th inning. The Tribe rallies 4-3 over the Twinkies last night. Up next, Guardians on the road, a 6-game road trip in Toronto. Tonight, 7:07 first pitch. That's pretty monumental.
That's a hell of a day.
It really is.
Yeah.
So way to go there, dude. And then the Tigers.
Eat him up, Tiger. Eat him up. Eat him up, Tiger. Eat him up.
All right, is that too low, too?
Yeah, it's low, but it's fine. I heard
How
it.
can that be low?
Eat him up, Tiger. Eat him up.
I got it cranked.
Eat him up, Tiger. Eat him up. Eat him up, Tiger.
How about that? Is that better?
That was better, but it sounds like it's far away or something. It's okay.
It's the internet, man. The internet's weird. We lost the internet during the break, and I thought, well, we lost the internet. I guess I'm going to get to the
golf
creek a little earlier. Anyway, Tigers scored 8 runs in the final 2 innings, 10-4 comeback win over the Angels. Dylan Dingler. That is an awesome baseball name. Dylan Dingler got a dinger. He capped off a 5-run 8th inning with a 3-run jack. Tigers rally for a 10-4 win over the skidding Los Angeles Angels. Spencer Torkelson added a 2-run homer, his 9th of the season. I think, is it Aaron Judge from New York? I think he's leading the majors with only 10.
Yeah.
So, or at least American League. So Tork's right there, 9. Detroit improved. This is stunning to me. To an American League best, 20-12, and sent the Angels to their 6th straight loss. Tigers send Tarek Skubal against the Angels tonight, 9:38. Do you ever watch Skubal?
When I catch a baseball game, yeah.
He is, his delivery, and I'm telling you what, he is fun to watch. I mean, that dude, especially when he is on, which is like most of the time, he can be unhittable. I mean, he is fun to watch.
So you got Judge, Suarez, and then Torkelson is tied in like 4th place with like 8 other guys with 9 home runs.
So how many's Judge got? 10?
10, yeah.
All right, so he's right there in the mix. Nobody
Yeah,
expected that.
he's in the running.
There's a lot of people thinking that he might start out in Toledo, and look what he's doing. He's kicking butt, man.
I mean, the Hens will take him.
Yeah. My playing partner today. Would you like any type of beverage? He's enabling me. He's enabling me. I'm going to start out with water. If I do anything, it'll be on the turn. If I'm playing well, nothing. If I'm playing crappy, fire me up a lost ball. I'm on my way.
I can't do like mixed drinks. Like what's that? Long Island's? Oh,
yeah, I don't do those either.
Terrible experience.
Lost ball's delicious, though. You would love one.
All right.
You would. No tequila.
I might come golfing with you guys one day, show you how it's done.
Oh, dude, bring it. Yeah, that'd be fun. All right, the Reds over the Cardinals 9-1 yesterday afternoon. That game was delayed an hour and 37 minutes by rain. So there you go. And then we mentioned briefly with when Jordan was on with us, the Mud Hens. Well, they got their 8-game winning streak snapped. We still love them. The flame that was Toledo's 8-game winning streak went out Thursday. Oh, that's great journalism. The Mud Hens fell behind early, couldn't recover. 7-4 road loss to Worcester. The Red Sox at Polar Park. Toledo takes on Worcester again tonight, this evening, 6:05 in the the fourth game of the series. So, yeah. And Toledo will all be, well, some people might peep it out on, on the radio, but everybody is going to be, you know what? They're going to be watching, you know who.
It's a good sports night tonight. You got walleye, you got baseball action, you got the NBA, you got the boxing match tonight.
Boxing isn't nothing. Who cares about boxing anymore? Is it in New York? Is it at Madison Square Garden?
Where is it?
Well, what's his name? What's his fanny was broadcasting his show from Times Square.
Yeah, it's in Times Square.
Yeah, so it's outside.
Well, I would assume not, but
okay. What's his name? The dude that has the big podcast on ESPN at noon every day. Former kicker. Pat McAfee. Yeah, I caught 5 minutes of that, and it was boxing. And I'm just like, ho hum. No, boxing used to be awesome. Back in the day, I never missed it. I mean,
we need some heavyweights.
Sugar Ray Leonard back in the day. Tommy Hitman Hearns, Marvin Hagler. And then you had Larry Holmes, Muhammad Ali. You had, so many great George Foreman. Yeah. So many great fighters, and it was just, and of course,
I remember those days, man.
Dude, you weren't even alive.
No, those are some good fights, though.
Michael Spinks, he got spanked. Anyway, Mike Tyson, who was just unbelievable. I mean, boxing is just not what it once was. I don't know what happened either, because boxing forever was always such a great sport, and people really cared about it. And then in the last, 20 years, it's like nobody gives a rip.
It's because they don't have, like UFC. The top guys always fight each other. They don't force them to fight. It's too many divisions.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not really competitive. Okay. I mean, it's competitive because it's boxing, but.
All right. I have a couple of clips here. NFL coming down hard, as you know, on the whole prank call to Shador. If you didn't hear the actual call, here it is.
This is Mickey Loomis here, GM on the Saints.
How you doing?
Good. How are you, man?
Good. Been waiting on you.
It's been a long wait, man.
No, for sure.
We're going to take you with our next speaker right here, man.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Let's be legendary.
But you're going to have to wait a little bit longer, man.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
What does that mean?
What does that mean? Then he hung up on him, giant douche. Well, turns out the kid, 21 years old, to pull off the prank, was Jax Allprick, the coach. What is he, defensive coordinator for the Falcons?
Yep, D coordinator.
D coordinator Jeff Allprick. Anyway, he apologized for the leak, all of that. Let me see. Let me play what he said. He released this statement.
My actions of not protecting confidential data were inexcusable. My son's actions were absolutely inexcusable. And for that, we are both deeply sorry. The NFL has taken action, and I fully respect the punishment. Going forward, I promise my son and I will work hard to demonstrate we are better than this. Again, I'm deeply sorry for our actions.
Okay, so what does that do to the father-son relationship, do you think?
Right.
I mean,
a little strained, not too bad.
I mean, Jax is 21. He's a grown-ass man, and it's like, you can't ground him. You can't take away his cell phone. You can't take away his car. I mean, unless dad's buying all that.
I was going to say financially, you can,
You're out of the will, kid. Nah. I mean, $250,000, that's a lot of money.
Well, he's not.
And he was fine. By the way, there's another part to this. He also commented on his reaction when he found out, and he contacted the Sanders family to apologize.
Obviously not happy, shocked. So I made the Falcons aware of the situation. Our next course of action was to try to get a hold of the Sanders family so we could apologize, which we were able to do the Sanders family, Shador and Coach Sanders, were amazingly gracious, more gracious than they needed to be in a moment like this.
Here's the thing. If I'm going to find a silver lining in this, they could have lied. They could have said nothing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
They would have found out. The kid's stupid. He recorded it.
Yeah, that's true, because you
There's a
saw his
video.
face. So, yeah, I guess you did. Yeah, I guess there's no way to hide that, because it's like, there I am. Yeah, what a moron.
I don't like the new criminals. Like, they're
They're not very
that
smart. It's kind of like winning $167 million in Powerball and kicking a cop in the head the next day. What kind of a douche are you? Anyway, great move. And this is why I brought this up, because Shador Sanders, he's in Cleveland right now when he visits a high school. So he goes to Cleveland and immediately goes to a high school. As you know, he was drafted by the Brownies 5th round last weekend. He got here Tuesday. He made a surprise visit to, let's see. Well, it was a local high school on Wednesday. So he gets here Tuesday.
Marshall.
What is it?
John Marshall High School.
Oh, yeah, there it is. John Marshall High School. I don't know what that is. A big-time school, football program, whatever, in Cleveland. He took questions from students in the cafeteria. It's about 6 miles from the Browns complex. His message, stay focused, make good decisions. Sanders told Browns reporters during a conference call that he intended to become involved in the community and work with the kids. Sanders and the other Browns rookies will participate in a 3-day minicamp, which starts on May 9th.
Okay.
Now, will that be open to the public and the press, I wonder? Because that might be kind of fun, watching him whip the ball around.
Yeah, of course.
He already has the highest-selling jersey among NFL rookies. So
I suspected that.
So, wait a minute. Cam, what's his name, who was taken first?
Who wants a Titans jersey, yo?
Dude, but still, he's a rookie, and he was drafted in the first round. How many quarterbacks ahead of Shador? 5 or 6?
5.
5. So he was the 6th one taken, and his jersey is outselling everybody else.
Yeah, but Shador is like he's also like an online sensation. Him and Travis Hunter.
Because their social media.
Yeah. Colorado, they build brands. They didn't have the worst or best season, but those kids get a lot of publicity.
Okay.
With the rappers and the streamers, and they're cool.
Well, with everything that happened to Shador, he's definitely taken the high road. I know he has been humbled, so I'm very curious to see what happens on May 9th in that mini camp thing with all the rookies for the Browns.
Sometimes you get brought down to like peasant level with the regular people like myself.
Uh-huh.
And it makes you a better person. And I think more people are on his side now.
Yeah.
If you didn't like him, you have to respect the journey if it turns out good. Now, if he doesn't make the team, it's going to continue to be bashing him, I guess.
He's going to make the team. The NFL is going to make sure of that. You watch.
He's making money right now, so.
I'm just saying. By the way, 40 shows we've been together. I think you made me a better human.
And that's what I'm here for. And you, in return, have done the same, sir.
Well, I'd like to thank you for that.
I hope we have 140 more in us.
Maybe. I don't know. Monday will be 41. Let's just slow your roll, my man. Let's just take it easy. I'm 100 years old. You just never know when I'm going to drop. All right. You've been waiting. We've been talking about it. We're coming back. Kentucky Derby. We're talking predictions. We're talking all about the ponies, and we'll do that next right here on 100.7 The Ticket.
Denny Radio. Call or text the show 877-909-1007. Sports and more on 100.7 The Ticket.
We're living in a time when people need to be smart with their money, which means making the right choice, especially with your driveway or parking lot. If it needs repairs, get a second opinion, unless you've already talked to Genite. If you have, you're on your way to a smooth, brand new surface installed by the paving pros of Northwest Ohio. For over 60 years, Genite has been the trusted leader in paving and sealing. Choose Genite, and you've made the right choice. Call 419-531-1791. The Genite Company, the paving pros.
Spring is here, and so is the perfect time to visit Madison Garden Center and Flower Shop, formerly Barrett's Showplace Gardens in Adrian. Dive into our extensive collection of spring plants, landscape supplies, and lawn care must-haves to transform your garden into the neighborhood masterpiece. Stop by and experience the transformation all year round. The same great team with the same passion for gardening, now with a new name. You can find us on West Beecher Street, just a half-mile west of M52 in Adrian. Turn inspiration into reality at Madison Garden Center and Flower Shop.
Hey everyone, it's AJ from St. Mary's Meats. Did you ever wonder where your meat comes from? Well, St. Mary's Meats does and cares. With all of our fresh and frozen meat selections cut weekly, as well as our 33 flavors of brats and 19 flavors of snack sticks made in-house, plus getting local beef, lamb, and hogs in, we care about our quality. We're located just west of Secor Metro Park. Check St. Mary's Meats out on Facebook, and remember, we're killing it and you're grilling it.
Hi, I'm Abigail Mann.
And I'm Jeff Mann, and we'd like to welcome you and invite you to Jeffrey Mann Fine Jewelers.
I love helping couples find the perfect engagement ring. One of the values that I bring as a graduate gemologist is expertise. Finding that perfect engagement ring for that perfect someone is a one-of-a-kind moment.
We have beautiful, breathtaking, amazingly unique styles to choose from, items that you will not find anywhere else in the area.
No matter what you're looking for, we have the perfect man-made diamond waiting here for you.
You know you want to give her the biggest and the best quality diamonds you can. With man-made diamonds, we make dreams come true.
Man-made diamonds are 100% real diamonds. Man-made diamonds are available exclusively at Jeffrey Mann Fine Jewelers.
Jeffrey Mann Fine Jewelers, 5247 Monroe Street in Toledo. JeffreyMannFineJewelers.com.
This hour is brought to you by Dunn Chevy. Are you tired of high interest rates? Lease your next vehicle. Now lease a new Equinox for $299 or a new Silverado for $399, both with $39.90 due. Find yours at DunnChevy.com. Together, let's drive.
For nearly a century, Hills of Lenawee was Lenawee County's best-kept secret. Now, the word is out. The gates are open. Recently ranked one of Michigan's top public golf courses, Hills offers championship-level conditions, wide-open fairways, and a kind of quiet beauty that makes every round unforgettable. No matter your game, no matter your pace, this is where you want to be. Book your tee time at hillsoflenawee.golf.com or call 517-265-8227. Hills of Lenawee, your course, your community, your kind of golf.
ESPN 100.7 right now, traffic.
Report of an accident Parkside at Bancroft. Other than that, we're clear for this time of your Friday commute. That's your Cumulus Toledo right now traffic.
Sunday. It's a showdown in the ATL.
You knew I had to. Come on.
Shohei Ohtani and the Los Angeles Dodgers begin a 10-game road trip in Atlanta against Marcell Ozuna and the Braves.
All right.
Fly ball
We got a
left
tax.
field line. Gone. Ozuna does it again.
The Dodgers at the Braves on Sunday Night Baseball.
Pre-game is at 6 o'clock.
Pre-game.
First pitch, 7 o'clock. Here on Toledo's home for Major League Baseball.
Love
100.7. The Ticket.
The Denny Schaefer Show on 100.7 The Ticket.
Funky Friday! Man, we're down to the final 22 minutes before we got to get that out of here. What do you got going this weekend, Chris? You're a bachelor. Your fiance is off with her girlfriends in Cancun.
Yeah, I'm going to be lonely.
Really?
I don't like being alone. That's why I'm getting married, dude.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Let's see how long that lasts, though. Like a year. See if it continues. Like, listen, I want Sharon to have her space. I encourage her, do stuff with girlfriends, do all that other stuff. I play my little golf and all that. Yeah. So that's pretty good.
I'll be working, so it's never really like truly alone. I got friends in town. I'll be having a good time. And I gotta watch the Kentucky Derby.
Yeah, it's big. It's gonna be big.
Not bigger than the Preakness.
Yeah, it is. It's the biggest horse race ever, dude. The 151st Kentucky Derby is set for tomorrow at Churchill Downs. Even that trumpet or whatever it is, the horn there, even that sounds snooty. You know what I mean? The whole thing is snooty.
I'd rather watch a dog show.
Dog show. I love it. I'm going to watch it. I mean, post time is at 6:57 Eastern. Okay. I'll peep out that.
The race is over by 7 then, right?
It's like 3 minutes. It's like
it's quick.
2 minutes. It's like what is it? The fastest 2 minutes in sports or whatever they call it.
I can see that. Yeah, that's why I don't get the hype. But hey, hey.
Well, their coverage starts at 2:30 in the afternoon. Now, if you're there, there's races all day.
Okay. So it's like, why? What are the point of the other races? Just because?
For gambling and party purposes.
Okay. Cool.
So when I lived in Minneapolis, they had a track, and I went a couple different times, 3 or 4 different times when I lived there for the 3 years. And I tell you what, we had an absolute blast, especially somebody who knew the horses and knew, you put $5 down and then boom, you're sitting there and then they're off, Okay, that's enough. It's pretty darn exciting when you have a little skin in the game when you're watching it. When you're actually
put
there.
$10 on who?
Well, I don't know. According to the latest odds, journalism is in position number 8. That's 3-1 odds. Okay, so that's the favorite. And then Sovereignty is in the 18th position, 5-1 odds. Sandman is 6-1 odds in the 17th position. So those are the 3 favorites: Journalism, Sovereignty, and Sandman. And then Long Shots, Final Gambit, it's in the third position. That's 30-1 odds. Luxor Cafe, 7th position, 15-1 odds. Grande, 10th position, 20-1 odds. And Cole Battle, 16th position, 30-1 odds.
All right, so I have a plan.
All right, what is it?
Hear me out.
I'm hearing you.
I'm gonna go ahead and Grande got scratched. So Grande is scratched. Rodriguez
that's right. So did Rodriguez. Yeah. Bob Baffert, that cheater, he's back this year. That guy's creepy looking with his white hair. You know who I'm talking about?
No, I don't keep up with horse racing, Denny. Is he a bad guy? He's like
I think he got caught doping, and he had a 3-year suspension because he's a doper. He doped a horse.
Oh,
cheater.
Did the horse die?
No.
Okay.
But I'm sorry, if you dope a horse, you're done. It's a lifetime ban. That's like betting on baseball. Except Pete Rose should be in. Sorry.
Yeah, anyway, they got to put Pete Rose in the Hall of Fame. Another story for another day. Yep. I'm going to roll with the name that I like the most, and this year we're rolling with American Promise.
See, I thought about American Promise only because you and I are so patriotic.
America.
I tell you what I'll do. Let's you and I put $1 on it.
Okay.
A candy bar. You're going to take American Promise?
Yeah. Who you got?
I think I'll park right next door with Admire Daytona. Admire Daytona. That's 30-1 odds. So we're not going to win it, but let's see who wins between you and I. What do you think?
That'll work. I'm cool with that. It'll make it interesting at least because
I don't know. I also like flying Mohawk.
Yeah, I saw a few names on there that I was like, "This is
how about Tiz-tastic, Tiz-tastic."
Yeah, I read that a different way the first time, but
I bet you did. Because your fiance's out of town, so you're going to be lonely. Render Judgment is in the 15th position.
Sovereignty.
Chunk of Gold is in the 19th.
Gold and Sovereignty were going to be my next 2 choices, but American Promise, that one stuck out. So I said, you know what? We're rolling.
Owen Almighty, that's a 30-1. That's in the 20th position. So, but no, I'm going to be right next to you. So your American Promise, I'm going with Admire Daytona.
All right. We're locked in.
Yep, there you go for $1. Yeah. So, by the way, more than 125,000 temporary structures and 28,842 feet of fencing are built for Derby week at Churchill Downs. It's a huge damn deal. And how many people do they have in the infield? I forgot what it was. It was like 125,000 or no.
Sheesh.
What is it? Hold on, it's in one of these. I'll find it and we'll have it at some point. Maybe, I don't know. There we go. More sticker. Oh, this winner, female, infield referee. There it is. 80,000 fans.
80,000. Yep.
80,000 fans. for every Derby Day, blending parties and picnics and those annoying freaking hats. Yeah, whatever. All right, we got a break. We got to come back with Andre. He had it right, man. This dude's brilliant in black and white sports. Andre the Savages. We'll chat with him next on 100.7 The Ticket.
Denny Schaefer is Denny Radio on 100.7 The Ticket.
Spring is here, and so is the perfect time to visit Madison Garden Center and Flower Shop, formerly Barrett's Showplace Gardens in Adrian. Dive into our extensive collection of spring plants, landscape supplies, and lawn care must-haves to transform your garden into the neighborhood masterpiece.
Yeah, we'll
Stop
get out
by and
on that.
experience the transformation all year round. The same great team with the same passion for gardening, now with a new name. You can find us on West Beecher Street, just a half-mile west of M52 in Adrian. Turn inspiration into reality at Madison Garden Center and Flower Shop.
Texting enrolls you in recurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply. Hey, Dan, how you doing? Haven't seen you around the gym.
Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just don't get the results I used to get.
Could be lower testosterone. I went through it a while back. I got Nugenix Total T, and it's made a huge difference for me.
I've seen that ad on TV. Is it for real?
Oh, yeah. The key ingredient is something called Tesnor, which helps boost free and total testosterone levels to help you trim up and stay lean.
And it's made a difference for you?
Man, I feel like I'm in my 20s again, at work, in the gym, and in the bedroom.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try it for themselves?
Yeah, one person watching on the Ticket Facebook
cuts
page.
to 42424 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help you get back into shape fast, absolutely free. Text CUT to 42424. That's cut to 42424. Products and statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease or illness.
A safe home starts with a strong roof. At Shalgo Roofing, we don't just build roofs. We build peace of mind for you and your loved ones. Our team makes the process simple and stress-free. Protection you can see, trust you can feel, happy family, happy kids, and a roof you can always count on. That's our promise to you. Shalgo Roofing, always professional.
Call 419-691-9641.
Gain a global perspective and specialized skills that many of today's top employers are seeking with an MBA from University of Maryland Global Campus. Study online and complete your degree in just 16 months for about $21K. Choose from MBA specializations in global business, marketing, HR, finance, and more. Classes start May 14th. Apply now and save with no application fee. Learn more at umgc.edu. Certified to operate in Virginia by Chef.
Here at the Almond Joy Factory, where tropical vibes abound, we use soft, fresh-tasting coconut.
The crunchiest almonds and delicious chocolate candy.
Ah, but do you know what our most important ingredient is? Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Sometimes you don't.
Almond Joy's got nuts and something even way better than that. Yes, Almond Joy is made with almonds and joy.
Did you know that major appliance repairs have gone up over 40% in the last few years? Hello, I'm Matt Janowicki, the owner of Ace Appliance Sales and Service. Eliminate costly appliance repairs with the Ace Appliance Protection Plan. Save 50% off now for as low as $3.99 per month. And never worry about costly appliance repairs again. Call family-owned Ace Appliance today. Then just say,
Hey, Ace, we need it fixed right away.
Hey everyone, it's AJ from St. Mary's Meats. Did you ever wonder where your meat comes from? Well, St. Mary's Meats does and cares. With all of our fresh and frozen meat selections cut weekly, as well as our 33 flavors of brats and 19 flavors of snack sticks made in-house, plus getting local beef, lamb, and hogs in, we care about our quality. We're located just west of Seacourt Metro Park. Check St. Mary's Meats out on Facebook, and remember, we're killing it and you're grilling it.
Coverage varies by plan. View contracts and exclusions at endurancewarranty.com.
They say all good things come to those who wait, but not for those who wait for that next auto breakdown that could cost you thousands of dollars. I'm Danica Patrick. In the past 5 years, auto repair costs have gone up over 36%. And if your manufacturer's warranty is expired, you'll have to cover it all. With an Endurance Auto Protection Plan, no matter what the mileage, if your car is under 20 years old, Endurance can get you covered on the engine, electrical system, transmission, drivetrain, and more. Endurance has plans for any budget. Repairs can be done by the certified mechanic of your choice. Plans cover 24/7 roadside assistance, towing, battery jumps, fuel deliveries, tire changes, and lockout services. Act now and get the benefits of our Elite Plan, a $2,000 value at no extra cost. With Endurance, you could never pay for covered auto repairs again. So call now for your free quote.
Call 800-294-6720. 800-294-6720. 800-294-6720.
Fellas, I'm ready to get up and do my thing. I want to get into it, man, you know. Can I count it off? 1, 2, 3, 4.
The Denny Schaefer Show, weekdays 2 to 4 on 100.7 The Ticket.
By the way, it's my favorite rejoin that we have on Funky Fridays right there. Good job, Chris.
Yeah, that one turns me up.
Yeah, me too. I get spun up about that. All right, final segment. We chat for a couple moments before we hand over the microphone to Black and White Sports, Andre of the Savages. Dude, I just got to ask you.
Yes, sir.
How do you freaking do it? Rewind to 24 hours ago. You said,
yes, sir,
if Tim Hardaway Jr. has a game, the Pistons will win.
We in position. We had it, Denny. We had it.
I know. Even with Hardaway, how many points did Hardaway even have? I mean, he stunk. He didn't. How many did he have, Chris?
7, 9, or 10. I forgot.
And it was low.
Not
I mean,
a lot.
It was horrible. And even with that, even with Brunson with his 40, they still had a shot. And dude, I mean, you just called. He said if they don't come out in the first quarter, and they didn't.
3, 4, 11, 7 points.
7. That's all he had. So, dude, explain yourself to me. How do you know this information? Go.
Listen, I work very hard. You know what I mean? I do a lot of work. That's all. No, listen, and I was thinking about you now this time. First and foremost, I wanted to console. Okay, but let me answer this first before I get to the part that's very important this afternoon. But listen, it was kind of a half and half since you brought up Hardaway, because at first, it started off, it was really corny in the beginning. And I'm like, oh, here we go. Like you said, though, it was the first quarter start. I was unhappy there. So I'm already frustrated. I'm like, oh, man, here we go. We didn't need that. You know what I mean? It messed with the energy of the building. So the night was weird, but we had it late. We were coming, you know what I mean? And it was just right and everything. And even Hardaway got in on it because he started to deliver. That's the thing. I want to give him credit. And he started to do what I was asking him to do. As a veteran presence for these young guys, you have to make buckets for them. Don't do anything to hurt the situation. And so it looked like we were good to go for a moment. And then we were just talking, Chris and I, about the Cade. Man, Cade, I didn't like your finish. I didn't like the aggression that I had been seeing. And then it wasn't quite that. We think, I know he said it, and now I believe it. I got to look at the play again, but I feel like Beasley was taking off to get the rebound because I'm actually showing you respect. You're that guy. Right now it's your time. Do it right here. I'm going to get the board.
And you know what? Nobody's brought that up. Chris Hollywood. Way to wait till the last minute of the freaking show, but hey, it's better than not getting it done.
It's been running through my mind this whole show.
Mm-hmm.
You got to take the shot. Like, their guy just hit a big shot.
Right.
You are the star.
Yeah. That's a good point. We could have had a great discussion, and now we're not going to because, Black and White Sports is going to have a great conversation about it, not you and I. Way to hold out, Chris. Hollywood.
Hey, it's already, you already had my man Strack on today. You've already trumped us. It's already over with. It's already done today.
Strack's awesome. We love him. By the way, Fort Wayne's a dirty team, according to Jordan Strack. Dirty as they come.
Oh, all right. So, we're going to talk to Matt, though. So we're going to extend the conversation. We're going to talk to Mel Zach here in a moment.
He's awesome.
Yeah, so we'll talk to Matt. But listen, Denny, before you go on real quick, you know it's disappointing, and the night was so bad, and you're my guy. You've been honorable, and it hurt my heart to have to come in here today. So what I brought, I have some nice parting gifts for us, sir. You saw the people last night. You were there. You will be one of them. It's right here. Yeah. Yep.
Wait a minute. Where did you get that? Were you at the game?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I was in the building. I'm sorry, I didn't say that. Oh, I thought we already, my bad. Yeah, I was inside the situation. Yeah, I was in the
you were at LCA, and they were handing those shirts out.
Yeah, they had it. I got you, brother. Yep. Bam. Oh,
and wait a minute. Are you're gonna give me that?
Yeah, no, I brought it for you. I mean, I got one, but I got you. Yeah,
you spent your own money on me? What the hell?
No, this is part of these are the parting gifts. We were there.
Okay.
We were there. So we good.
All right.
We grabbed a few shirts.
Yeah, no,
All
I didn't
right,
want to get
Chris, you need to lock that. You need to lock that up. So
we got to hang our towel. We got the towel again. We about to bless the studio.
Okay.
We're in motion.
Yeah,
The
let's
people
put
on
that up in
Facebook-
the studio.
Yeah, they're seeing it. The Facebook people are getting
Back
this.
to work towel. Okay.
Yeah, so
Love
it's
it.
not, it could have been worse. I mean, we were right there. We were right there, man. We were right on.
That is awesome. The mood in the room had to be horrible. And what I thought was funny in the fourth quarter, though, when Brunson flopped, and then everybody's yelling, "Flopper, flopper." I thought that was hilarious.
Oh, it was worse than that. No, they were saying, F you, Brunson. No, this was the thing all night. That's what was really going TNT.
F you, Brunson, the whole time.
Oh, yeah. F you, Brunson. Yeah,
He gave a bigger one back.
Yeah, well, he did.
He did. He deserved to blow the kiss with the three. I mean, it's like he earned it. Now, quickly, before we get out of here, I'm curious to see the Knicks and the C's play starting Monday, because if New York can take them to 6 or 7 or somehow win, which they're probably not going to, that shows me how far Detroit is away. Now, if New York gets swept, and we're like, okay, Pistons got a long way to go.
Right.
But if New York competes with Boston, that shows me that the Pistons are a little closer than a lot of us think. Your thoughts go.
Yeah, I get that. And I get where you're at there. And I actually think that they are there anyway, though. I just think even if the Knicks go out here and struggle, and I don't think they will, something about this Knicks team, the way they did that last night, Denny, it makes me feel like we got something else happening. And Cat Towns won't be as bad throughout this. He'll come back again. But he's just a bad moments.
He's trash.
I expect
when he threw that one out of bounds, a turnover, and I thought of you, I'm like, oh my gosh, Andre's probably cracking up watching that.
I did. You did. Yeah, absolutely. And I was like, there he is, my man. I can count
showing up. All right, we got to go. I got a tea time. I got to get playing some golf and then dinner with my wife after. All right, great job, Andre. You guys have a great show. Chris, be safe this weekend. Bachelor.
Yes, sir.
Imagine it all weekend. All right, let's get out of here.
I'm out of here.
Thank you, Jordan Strack. And our one call, Rob from Meredith Party Rentals. That was awesome. Till next time, this is Denny Schaefer saying, do what you love is freedom. Loving what you do, that's happiness. Keep dreaming and love the one who loves you most. See ya, Toledo.
All right, Schaefer.
Peace.